In this video lesson, I'm going to discuss to you compounding more than once a year. Lesson outcomes. At the end of the lesson, the learner is able to compute maturity value, interest, and present value, and solve problems involving compound interest when compound interest is compounded more than once a year. Sometimes interest may be compounded not just once a year, but more than once a year. Okay, these are the terms that you are going to encounter throughout the lesson. First is conversion period or the interest period. This is the time between successive conversions of interest. Example of which is quarterly, meaning the mode of payment is per quarter or every 3 months. Another example is semi-annually. We also have monthly, and so on. Next term is the frequency of conversion, denoted by lowercase m. This is the number of conversion periods in 1 year. Say, for example, quarterly. Quarterly is every 3 months. So, in 1 year, there are 4 quarters. So, m here is equal to 4. Semi-annually, this is every 6 months. So, in 1 year, you have 2. So, m is equal to 2 for semi-annually. For monthly, since there are 12 months in 1 year, if you are going to pay monthly, the frequency of conversion here is 12. Now, the total number of conversion period, denoted by lowercase n, is just equal to m times t, or frequency of conversion times time in years. Say, for example, for quarterly, for 1 year, I say, for example, for 2 years. For 2 years, the total number of conversion period for quarterly is 4 times 2. So therefore, you have 8 total number of conversion or conversion period. For semi-annually, this is just equal to 2 times 2. For 2 years, we have 4. 12 times 2. For 2 years, you have 24 conversion period. You will just simply multiply the frequency of conversion times the time in years. The nominal rate naman is the annual rate of interest. Annual. This is per year. Rate of interest for each conversion period, denoted by lowercase j, is I raised to m, which is the nominal rate, annual rate of interest, divided by the frequency of conversion. Kumbaga, per quarter, magkano yung interest? Per monthly, magkano yung interest? And so on and so forth. Okay, this is the formula for finding the maturity value compounding m time a year. So we have here f equals to p times 1 plus I raised to m over m raised to m t, where f is the maturity value, p is the principal, im is the nominal rate, m is the frequency of conversion, t is the term or time in years. Okay, example. Find the maturity value and interest if 10,000 pesos is deposited in a bank at 2% compounded quarterly for 5 years. Okay, take note, we are going to find the maturity value and the interest. This is F. The maturity value is F. And the interest is the I. If 10,000, this is the principal or the principal amount. 2% is the IM, which is equal to 2% or 0.02. And we also have here quarterly, which is the frequency of conversion which is equal to 4. And we have here t, which is equal to 5 or 5 years. Now, the formula is f is equal to p times 1 plus I raised to m over m raised to m times t. So, since we are looking for the maturity value, we just simply substitute the given p, 10,000, times 1 plus 0.02 over 4 raised to mt, which is 4 times 5. F is equal to 10,000. 1 plus, this is 0.02 over 4 is 0.005 raised to 20. F is equal to 10,000 times 1.005 raised to 20. You can substitute this to your calculator, and this is equal to 11,048.96. Approximately 11,048.96 pesos. Round off to the nearest hundreds or 2 decimal value, since this is in peso. Now, if the future value is 11,048.96, how much is the interest? So, for the interest, to compute for the interest, this is equal to the future value minus the principal. So, the interest is equal to 11,048.96 minus 10,000. So, the interest for 5 years is equal to 1,048.96 pesos. So, this is the interest and this is the future value. Okay, example number 2. Find the maturity value and interest if 10,000 is deposited in a bank at 2% compounded monthly for 5 years. This is quite similar to example number 1. Ang pinagkaiba lang, this is compounded monthly. So, F here is equal to the principal, which is 10,000 times 1 plus the annual interest 2%, 0.02 divided by M, which is, this is monthly, so this is divided by 12 times, raised to MT, which is 12 times 5. So, future value here is equal to 10,000, 1 plus 0.02 divided by 12 is equal to 1 over 600. So we cannot round off this since we are not yet done with the final answer. So get the fractional value. Tapos 12 times 5 is equal to 60. Or eto mismo, pwede nyo tong i-substitute or i-input sa calculator. Ito. 0.02 over 12 is 1 over 600. Raised to 600, future value is equal to, you can directly input this to your calculator and then simplify or solve. So, 10,000 times 1 plus 1 over 600 raised to 60 on your calculator. This is equal to 11,050.79. This is rounded off So the future value is approximately 11,050.79 pesos. Round off to 2 decimal values since this is in peso. So this is the future value. The interest is equal to 11,050.79 minus the principal 10,000. So the interest is equal to 1,050.79 pesos. This is the interest and this is the future value. Example number 3. Chris borrows 50,000 pesos and promises to pay the principal and the interest at 12% compounded monthly. How much must he repay after 6 years? So, how much must he repay after 6 years? So, we are looking for the future value. So, let us get first the given or identify the given. We have the 50,000, which is the principal amount. We have the 12%, which is the annual interest. So this is 0.12. We also have compounded monthly. Ang M mo dito is equal to 12 since this is monthly. Ang time or the term is 6. Substitute sa formula ng future value, principal times 1 plus IM, 0.12, divided by M, which is 12, times or raised to MT, 12 times 6. F is equal to 50,000. 1 plus 0.12 divided by 12 is 0.01. 12 times 6 is equal to 72. So the future value is equal to 50,000 times 1.01 raised to 72. Input sa calculator, 50,000 times 1.01 raised to 72 is equal to 102,354.97 pesos. This is rounded up, so approximately 102,354.97 pesos. This is the future value. So therefore, Chris will pay 102,354.97 pesos after 6 years. Okay, example 4. What is the present value of 25,000 pesos due in 2 years and 6 months if money is worth 10% compounded quarterly? So we are looking for the present value. So 25,000 here is the future value. 2 years, this is T. 2 years and 6 months. So you have to convert this into year, itong 6 months. So itong 6 months, 6 divided by 12 is equal to 0.5. So this is, meron ka ditong 2. So 2.5. Itong 0.5, ito na ang 0.5. So ang T mo dito na 2 and 6 months is 2.5 years. Next is 10% compounded quarterly. So ang IM is equal to 10% or this is equal to 0.10 or 0.1. Quarterly, ang M mo dito is 4. So, since ang given natin na formula, future value equals P times 1 plus IM over M raised to MT. And we are solving for P. We just simply divide this term dito sa left side. So, P is equal to F divided by 1 plus Im over m raised to mt. Ito yung magiging formula for the future or for the present value. So let us substitute P is equal to F, which is 25,000, divided by 1 plus Im, which is 0.10, divided by m, which is 4, times m, or raised to mt, 4 times 2.5, equals 25,000, 1 plus 0.10 divided by 4 is equal to 0.025 raised to, ang 2.5 times 4, this is equal to 10. So, P is equal to 25,000 divided by 1.025 raised to 10. You can substitute this to your calculator, which is 25,000 divided by 1.025 raised to 10. The final answer is equal to 19,529.96. Approximately 19,529.96 pesos. This is the present value. P is equal to 19,529.96 pesos.